and they just dropped that. So that's pretty much the end of my enlisted story.
Oh, okay. Let me just ask one other question. Let's say while you were away, were you communicating back and forth to home and?
Oh yes.
Okay. By way of letter?
Oh yes.
Okay.
In fact, I was engaged at the time,
Okay.
and I was sending money to the gal I was engaged to and to my parents.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. All right. Probably just additional background information I should have asked earlier. Did you have any sisters and brothers that might have been in the service?
Yeah, I had a brother. He was in the Marines.
Okay.
And he was pretty much out of the war all the time he was in there, but he was, to the extent that he wasn't on the active lines, he was, there's a place called Iwo Jima, or it's not the Iwo Jima where they had all the fighting. That's where he was stationed.
Oh, okay.
And he was stationed on, and he's the only one in my family.
Okay, okay, okay. Did your father and any parents, they were in the service?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, okay. All right. Okay, now you're back to New York, and how did you travel from New York to Detroit?
Train.
By train? Okay.
Yeah, back in those days, everything was train.
Okay. And did you have, I assume your parents and your loved one were aware of your return?
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, I got married very shortly afterwards.
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
Had 5 kids, 9 grandkids.
Oh, great.
Went to the Detroit Boat Club and won a national championship in rowing.
Oh,
so I had a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
After I got back.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. Did you have any adjustment to civilian life?
No, just went right back to force, went to work.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay. Let me just ask. One other thing. During your tour of duty, what type of recreation, as far as, did you have any time off, like R&R or recreation? And what did you do when you did have time off?
Well, that's sort of personal.
Okay, all right.
But I can say we were treated royally, both in Cherbourg from Red Cross and everybody, and when we went back to London, we would go to I'd go to the Red Cross, and they'd give me a date.
Okay.
A very nice date, nothing to fool around with. And they'd make reservations for the nightclub and a bottles club afterward. And that was pretty much my recreation.
Okay.
You know, there was, the off time was great.
Okay. All right. Just a couple other questions. During your wartime experience, how did that affect your life, if any?
Mainly the fact that I wasn't considered a veteran affected my life extremely strongly. In other words, just lately, I tried to go back to college, and I'm 86 years old. And I tried to go back to college, and they said, no, you got to go back within 10 days, within 10 years from when you were discharged. And I said, well, I left the service 50-some years ago, and I was discharged about 20 years ago, so I guess I can't go back to school. So I'm one of these few people that managed to get through life without college education. I couldn't do that, and so all through my life, yes, the main thing that's affected me was the fact that I wasn't considered a veteran until 50 years later.
Oh, okay.
That was the biggest thing. No, the actual service itself, leaving home, doing what I had to do overseas, that had no serious mental effects on me. The only thing that really bothered me was the fact when I got home, first they wanted to draft me, and secondly they didn't consider me a veteran until 50 years later.
Interesting story.
Well, I have this stuff from various. I've been